Hey there, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. All right, let's go ahead and let's get started on your reading. So I want to highlight some things that could be taking place when it comes to the work that you do. I feel like some of you are going to be working with angels, working with spiritual beings, even people who have crossed over. Because I'm even getting here, yeah, even right here, this feels like something around the energy of the dead, being a guide. I feel like you may even be working with people who are not here in this plane physically. Some of you may, I'm getting here even a nurse, like or hospice. Some of you may take on a job. This isn't for everyone, this is specific. Someone may become like a nurse, or maybe work in hospice care, work with people who are transitioning. Some of you will be able to see or have, I'm getting like, I wouldn't say a prophet, but it feels something prophetic, like having prophetic visions. Maybe even being psychic, being a medium, being a seer. This feels like new gifts, like your gifts are going to be ascending. The work that you're going to be doing, even up here on top of what looks like could be like a church. It's like, because he's up high, this is making me feel some sort of ascension is taking place for you. And she has like a trumpet, this angel rather, has a trumpet in her hand. And I feel like that's what I'm saying, like the trumpet is sounding, meaning rise in your power, rise in your calling. The things that you've gone through has prepared you for your calling. So you're about to start seeing some things take place when it comes to your talents or your gifts, your calling, your purpose, the work that you do. You're here to bring some sort of balance. Because even right here, we got here balance coming in. You're here to bring some sort of balance to this world, which is probably why you have access or you will be having access to the light and the dark, to the spiritual light and the spiritual dark. You have some sort of access, especially for those of you who have gone through some dark times. Yeah. Let's see what else is showing up. We got the 10 of Cups showing up. Look, there's like a rainbow. This feels like some sort of promise. This feels like a promise when it comes to family. You know, this reading feels very spiritual. I feel like you have some sort of work, like a soul contract. And it feels like your soul contract here in this realm is to do some sort of spiritual work. But it's for family, like it's for a lineage. And I'm even seeing some of you are like a curse breaker, or you're meant to break some sort of pattern in your family. This could be like a pattern of poverty. This could be a pattern of some sort of sickness. I don't know, something toxic. It's like it stops with you. And then what comes after you, it's supposed to be like a different, even like maybe even like a way of thinking. It's supposed to stop with you. And maybe you're meant to create a family under this new order. That's like a new order. You're here for some sort of ascension here on this planet. You have a soul contract to create a family under some sort of new order. And I'm getting here with this promise. There's some sort of promise, but spiritual promise too, around something for you. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's something for you where a promise is going to be, there's some sort of promise for you. with this Ace of Pentacles. Again, and it goes to, you're going to be the first in your family. That's what I'm saying with this 1 and then this 10 of Cups. You're the first in this family to do something with this Knight of Wands. Some sort of action. You see, even right here, this looks ancestral. Like you're the first in this family to do some sort of action with the work that you do. There's something about the work that you're going to be doing and the opportunity that it's going to bring into your life. I'm also picking up something around the person that you're connected to. Yeah, you're meant to change the perspective with the Hangman here. Because you see things differently. You're meant to shift perspectives in this world. And again, not seeing it alone. So even who you connect to, there's someone that you are going to connect to. That's that promise too. There's someone that you are going to be connecting to. And I feel like whoever this person is that you're connecting to, it feels like they're both, or they're one or the other. They could be spiritual or religious, or they're both. They may have had like a religious upbringing, but they're now spiritual, or they combine both of those aspects in their life. This could be something both of you do. You both could be spiritual and religious. Someone definitely grew up with that in their home, because I'm hearing Bible verses or Bible passages. It feels like the family grew up. Something about someone's family foundations grew up religious. And that's probably where you're the first to combine the two, or to bring in more of a spiritual. Yeah, it feels like combining with the 3. It's like you're bringing, it feels like you're someone that's going to be bringing, you're going to be able to connect with religions, but all different types of religions, all different types of spirituality. And that third aspect of that, because the first is the religions, all different types of spirituality is the second. And then the third is creating something new. You're going to pick from all different pockets of those beliefs. And look, use it to some sort of work that you do. It's your calling. To bring people together. To bring people together. It's like, regardless of if you're in this particular spirituality or this religion or this spirituality, whatever it may be, you all can come together. That's what I feel like you're meant to do. There's something about your work that's a start, where you and this person, though, are going to be working together to bring people together. It's like under one nation. That's the phrase. One nation under the sun. That's the phrase that it's given me. I'm also picking up an energy around an ancestor coming in for you. There's an ancestor working to bring someone into your life. Whoever this person is, you're meant to meet this person. It feels like marriage, and I'm getting marriage, honeymoon. It's a deep connection. It was meant to happen. It was something that was promised to you, but you may have given up on it because it took so long. So it feels like something that's happening much later than you expected. Because I feel like, here's the deal. I'm getting here, if you had known how long it would take for this to come together, your actions would have been different. That's why when it comes to time, Spirit is saying, I'm getting here like breadcrumbing you. It's like trying to get you to hold on, because when it comes to time, I don't want you to know the time. Because if you know the time, there's something about your actions and the way that you think that would mess it up. So it feels like being breadcrumb in the sense of giving you hope. Keep giving you hope to keep you moving, to keep you going. So you don't give up, because the promise is you will be connected with someone. That's a promise. But Spirit is saying, I don't want you to know when, because if you know when, you wouldn't do the things that you ultimately ended up doing, not when you didn't know, because it was all a part of what you had to go through. Because there's something about what you had to go through that you're going to be using for the work that you do, that you're going to be doing. So it's like, yeah, some of you may be thinking, like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And Spirit's like, I don't want you to know when it's going to happen, because there's something about your path. There's something about your journey that you need to fulfill, that you need to complete before coming together with the person that you're meant to come together with. But it's like, my promise will be fulfilled. You will connect with this is a divine counterpart. This is someone you will be equally yoked with also. And I feel like people will admire you and this person's connection. Yeah, see, the Two of Cups is in reverse. It's like, no, you can't have it yet. That's what you don't see. Look, see, the Two of Cups is in reverse. It's like, no. And there's something here about relationships. And here we have the Death card coming in. There's something about this energy. And it feels like bad relationships. A transformation. Like certain relationships that you had to endure has helped shape you. Or is helping in the shaping of who you are. It's helping in the transformation. That's what I'm saying. You had to go through these bad relationships because it's helping to end things in you that needed to be ended. And I'm picking up the Hierophant energy. So it could have something to do with your traditions, things that you believed in. Things that you believed in growing up, or things that you believed in when it comes to relationships. Certain things had to end before you can come into union. Certain things within you had to be transformed. You had to go through an ego death with this Death card. The way that you thought, the way that you move. Because remember, Spirit said, I don't even want you to know the time, because you have to go through this. You needed to go through this because it's leading to a death in you, a transformation within you. And look, the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. Some of you could have been an overgiver, lack of boundaries, chasing. Something about the way you move. The Six of Swords is in reverse. Something about the way you move needed to end. And it was in that process of what you went through that transformation in you has taken place, or is taking place. There's something about the way that you were moving in relationships that needed to end. You had to go through some sort of ego death, some sort of death. I'm also giving here, again, here comes the World. Right here. This is you. There's something about the world and some sort of conflict in the world. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you're here to do something in the world. And see, love. You're here to bring love. The Empress. This is about to reset. Let me fix it. Yeah, like I was saying, there's something here about the world and some sort of conflict. And you're here to bring some love, compassion. You're going to have compassion too. Because again, remember we talked about going through an ego death. Some of you are still in this process of going through some sort of ego death. Because there's something about having compassion for people in this world and conflict. Because even with this conflict, there's roses right here. There's something here about taking the throne. Because the Empress is here on this throne. And having some sort of, well, that's what I'm saying, like an ego death. Because you have to see the world from a different perspective, which is why you got here the Hanged Man. You will be having the gift of seeing the world, but you had to be prepared for it because you had to go through an ego death. And I'm surprised the Hierophant, let me see, is the Hierophant up here somewhere? Let me check the first 3 cards we got here, because I keep picking up Hierophant energy. We got Judgment. Well, that makes a lot of sense. That's close enough. That's close enough. Is the Hierophant at the bottom? No. Yeah, but we got here Judgment. That's an awakening. That's a rebirth. That's you. You had to go through some sort of awakening. You had to go through some sort of rebirth because you're meant to be some sort of leader. You know what you had to go through? You had to clear out those beliefs. You had to clear out those beliefs. And that's why, remember, I was telling you about picking from different pockets and bringing everyone together. Because someone may say, oh, well, my belief is the right belief. It's the only belief. And it's the belief. And that's not true. You can all stand to learn from each other. And that's what I'm saying. You're going through an awakening. You had to, because it's like, let's say you're like this, you're a spiritual being having a human experience. And so we get lost in man-made rules. That's the Hierophant. Looking up to a man, looking up to some sort of leader to guide us, right? But guide us with rules and laws of the world. But it's like there shouldn't be any like type of, what's the word that I'm looking for? Like saying this is the way as if it's the only way. And that's what I'm saying. It's just something about being indoctrinated that hasn't been working. And you being some sort of leader, some sort of figure as it pertains to some sort of awakening that's going to be taking place in this world, and having to go through an ego death, because you're going to be in the position of dealing with a lot of people, and you're going to be able to see, which goes back to what I was telling you about that light and death. I mean, the dark and what I was telling you about death and light balance. You're going to be able to see as a prophet or a psychic or a medium. You're going to be able to see what people are really struggling with. So let's say, for example, you were dealing with people that was causing drama, with this Five of Wands. Look at all these different hands here. People, right? Relationships, the Two of Cups in reverse. You were dealing with a lot of adversity in relationships. Spirit says you had to go through that, because now that you're about to be in the position that you're going to be in, you're going to be able to see the root cause of that drama. You're going to be able to see, like, you're going to see someone that may be, being mean or angry with other people and doing things to other people, but you're going to be able to see where it comes from. You're going to be able to see deeper into what's really going on with someone, and you're going to be able to move and operate from a place of, love and compassion. This is not saying that, of course, you're going to have boundaries, because you had to learn that as well and stop giving. That's why we talk about balance. That was you going through all that stuff to have balance and not be an overgiver. It's like, I can still have compassion, but it still does not mean, because you know your worth. I can have compassion and know my worth at the same time and still have that healing, loving energy. But something needed to be balanced out, because some of you could have been overgivers and set in some sort of tradition or belief, but it had to be broken down. I hope that makes sense, because it just feels like here you're going to go through some sort of awakening, and the way that you used to think and look at the world is going to shift. It's going to change. Now, there is something here about a connection that you have with someone, because even we're seeing here soul family, and this is 3 times. We got here you connecting with someone with this Four of Wands. This feels like a marriage, a union. This feels like, the Four of Wands feels like the actual marriage, the wedding ceremony, which may be just the 2 of you and, just a couple other people who officiate and are there to witness it. And this feels like a honeymoon to me. That's what this is giving, some sort of honeymoon. Look, meeting your soul family, meeting someone that you're meant to do this life with, do this work with. And I feel like there's something here about height. Someone could be tall. Someone could be like an artist or good with drawing. I was also picking up something around sports. And I saw this in another reading that I did too. It's coming up in this reading as well. Athletics, somebody into football. I keep hearing there's this show that I watched years ago. And it was about this lady who had amnesia. I think it's called Overboard. I think it's called Overboard, the name of the movie, with Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. I can't believe I even remembered that part of it. But I liked that movie. And there's a part where they say football, and that's what I'm getting here. Something about football and Wildcats. So someone could have been like an athlete, or someone could play football. But the movie was about her, she was rich, and she had amnesia because her husband that she was married to, Grant was his name. I can't believe I remember it because I saw it so long ago. But her husband that she was married to, they didn't really get along, and she was rich. And so she fell, they were on a ship, on a yacht, because they were rich, on a big yacht, and she fell overboard. And Kurt Russell and his kids ended up finding her, but she had amnesia. Her husband went to the hospital and saw her there. He knew she had amnesia, and he left, so he wouldn't claim her. So Kurt Russell ended up claiming her, and he used her amnesia against her. Long story short, though, the point of me telling you this is that if you think about it, she was with Grant, the wrong lover. That's what I'm saying. Dealing with the wrong relationship. Then to end up with Kurt, where she was very pompous. Goldie Hawn, the character Goldie Hawn, the lady that fell overboard, she was a very pompous person. She had a belief system where, you know, they were rich. They looked down on those less fortunate. Well, it wasn't until she actually lived that life with him that she was able to appreciate what she had. Long story short, she ended up, you know, she got her memory back. Her and Kurt Russell ended up being together, and they went on to, you know, obviously build a family together. She had her wealth and money, but that's what I'm saying with that awakening and amnesia. You're waking up, you're going to be with the right person, and I feel like this person is someone that plays football. They could be someone that's creative, someone that maybe paints or draws. There's something about what they do with their hands, because even right here, I'm seeing here hands. There's something about their hands that's coming into. Yeah, there's something about this person's hands. They may have, you may like this person's hands. And again, I feel like this person works with their hands too. I'm also getting here, this could be someone that likes to drink, maybe or they could be like they could be someone that drinks. I'm not saying an alcoholic, but I feel like they may like to drink, like even like maybe like a beer. They may like watch football and sit back and drink a beer, or they could be like a social drinker or something. I don't know why that's coming in, but it is. Yeah, we got here father. This could be someone that's a father or wants to be a father. I'm getting here some good arms. I'm getting here something around this person's arms that they must have been athletic or something, because this could be someone, maybe they played sports. I'm also getting here like a coach. So if they're not a coach, maybe they had a coach. I'm also getting here like a mentor, motivational. This person could be someone that's like a motivational speaker as well. Yeah, but they're definitely, you'll be able to talk to this person too. Because it even looks like you guys are going to be telepathic, reading each other's mind. They could be a healer as well. That's what I'm saying. You guys have something in common. Because we got here doctor. This person could be a healer. That's what I'm saying. Something about your work. That the two of you are going to come together and build with this Ace of Pentacles. Collaborating, working together to start something. You and this person are going to start something. You may even build some sort of foundation. You may build some sort of, for some of you, this could be building a foundation, building a place for people to come to. Anything else? We got here courier coming in, messenger. That's what I'm saying. Information, transmission. There's something about a message that you and this person together. It's the two of you together. The two of you, look at all this togetherness. The two of you together. And even the relationships that you've gone through previously everything is going to add up. Once you start doing what you're doing, you're going to understand why you went through what you went through. And then when you come together, like I was telling you guys about the story, you're going to be able to appreciate what you've gone through. And I was telling you about Goldie Hawn, like how she was rich and then she had amnesia and she was living a life with Kurt and his family who wasn't rich. And so she had to experience that. That's what I'm saying. She went from being rich to not being rich. For others, it's going to be you going from being not having anything to having a lot and being able to appreciate it. It's like you had to go through what you went through because of a message that you're meant to deliver. You're going to be this Empress, loving, having love and compassion for people, but also being able to have that balance where you know you need to pull back and protect your energy. It's like, I can love from a distance. I can wish you healing from a distance. But what else? I feel like, yeah, like I said, I feel like you and this person have some sort of message to give. I'm also picking up travel. Some of you may travel the world, or you and this person may, something you may do will reach around the world. It's going to reach people around the world. Whoever this person is, they are, yeah, these two knights are coming in. There's something about this person that's deep. And I feel like when you meet them, you will know it. I mean, because the two of you are going to connect. You're going to have like a strong connection. That's what I'm saying, like telepathic, reading each other's minds. Some people may even be jealous of this connection too. Some will be inspired, but because this connection is different. There's something about this person, something about what they do. There's a power. There is some sort of power behind this person. Whoever you're connecting to, they connect to their ancestors. They connect to their ancestors. There's something about this person and their actions. It says a keeper of honor, armor, battle, loyalty. They're going to be very loyal to you, but they're also loyal to their ancestors. They too have some sort of contract with their ancestors. There's something about them when it comes to how they connect with their ancestors. Remember, there go the arms again too. They may have like, I'm picking up some sort of tattoo, but they're now showing me scribes. Like something about how this person gets messages. There's something about how they connect. And I feel like people try to understand, how do you all get your messages? Both of you. People are going to, because you have this high calling and you have this high intelligence, people are going to be trying to understand with this detective energy, how do you all know what you know? The both of you. How do you know what you know? Whoever this person is that you're connected to, they're like very fierce. This person, I feel like, especially seeing here, for some reason they connect to something dark. But it's not connecting to something dark. It's like with going into battle, like going into battle with something dark. Remember we talked, you and this person even balancing each other out. Yeah, there's something here. I'm going to do an extended reading. I want to stop because I'm looks like I'm running over time, and I want to dig deeper into this energy that I'm tapping into and give you guys more insight, because there's more to this connection, more to this person that I want to describe for you guys, that I'm channeling and picking up on about who they are, their calling, their environment, and the same for you. Because I feel like there's something, remember I was telling you about you guys connecting to the dead? This person does too. That's why, remember I told you guys equally yoked, you and this person. There's something about how both of you are light workers and dark workers. Because I feel like whoever this person is, they connect with the dead also. But it's like they go to battle with it as well. There's something about this that's just more deeper. There's something about this that's more deeper, and I want to look more into that in the extended. So for those of you that are wanting more insight, you can come on over to the extended. The link is going to be in the description box, because I want to look more into this calling and who they are, and I want to identify them more. Yeah, because I remember I was telling you guys I was seeing like letters on their arms, like scribe, like how somebody, there's something about, but it's like not seen by others, meaning that they get some sort of information, spiritual information, that other people are just not understanding. Like, how do you know what you know? Whoever this person is, how do you know what you know? They know something. Even when it comes to the dark side though, this person is like, they are so tapped into like a dark side, and but in a way to go into battle with it. That's what I'm talking about. Like this person is an honorable protector of night, and their ancestors is backing them as they go into some sort of battle. They're giving me like a shaman type of energy with this person. We're going to look more into it too. I'm going to look more into who they are and the connection, and you know what spirit wants you to know about this, because it feels deeper than what I just told you. It feels like there's more to this, and that's what I want to get more insight on. So come on over to the extended. We'll go more in depth there too. Catch you guys later. All right, so let's see. The witch doctor. I told y'all that's what this person is. It says wisdom, the witch doctor. I'm telling y'all, there's something here. And we talked about a healer. I told you this person is a healer. They are like some sort of witch doctor. They can help people with witchcraft.